Hello, I'm Wyatt Mitchison, and welcome to the CBU Sports Minute. Today we have on the men's baseball coach, Gary Adcock. Coach, how are you?
I'm good. Yeah, just back from the wonderful state of Texas, where the wind blows and the Lancers won some games. So it was good and had good Easter. It's all good. Thanks for asking.
Of course. Hope you. I'm glad you had a good Easter. And Coach, talking about wins. First off, let's just start. You're over the 600 win mark for your career, but how does that make you feel?
Old. You're old. Yeah. I joked around with people that I know when they said congrats, which I was grateful for. It's like, how come nobody emailed me or called me when I lost 300 games? That was a milestone that occurred about, I think, 3 or 4 games before the 600 wins. And the irony on that is I feel like I've learned more in the 300 losses than I ever did in the 600 wins. So, no, the longevity I'm excited about, and I get reminiscent of all the players and coaches and administrators that helped along the way. But 900 games in a CBU uniform is something I'm proud of, and it was an exciting day for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, congratulations to you. Hope you stick around for 600 more wins, and well, we hope that you're here. So happy that you reached that milestone. But you guys this season, you're rolling. You're 18-7. You're 11-1 in whack play. Gives you a full game lead. You're the top of the conference, coming off a 7-game win streak. Sadly, that one loss at the end of the UTRGV series ended that. How have you gotten to this point?
Well, we had at the end of last year when we got shut down, we had a lot of time for reflection, as we all sat in our homes and cleaned our garages out or did whatever we did. And the reflection on our part was, we had to get back to some of the things that we were really good at, and that's pitching and defense. And we weren't really good at that in 2020 in the shortened season. We walked a lot of guys. We didn't defend really well. And I think we just emphasized again the fact that we're good situational hitters at CBU, but we really pitch and defend. And I think if you look at our stats and our numbers this year, what we've been able to do is pitch and defend and timely hit. Now, I wish we could score more runs, and that's an emphasis this week. We're not putting big innings together the way I want. We're winning too many 3-2 games, but that's been able to really help our pitching staff learn how to pitch under pressure, and it's probably going to help us later when our hitting does start to catch up a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. And you talk about pitching. You have 4 guys with a sub 2 ERA. You're dominating there. You talk about your offense. It's not where you want it, but right now you got 3 guys hitting 300. A lot of guys in that 280 to 250 range. You have some good hitters. You're talking about you want more runs on the board. You're dominating really on both sides of the ball, especially the defensive side. What has gone into really? You talked about pitching and how you've picked it up again. You're not walking as many guys as you were last season when everything got shut down. What's changed?
No, we got caught up, I think, a little bit in D2 to D1, thinking that we needed better stuff on the mound. We needed better velocity. We needed a tighter breaking ball. We needed more changeups. So, which was kind of not really wise on our part because we won the WAC the year before with Division II players, so to speak. And so we made some decisions early on in 20 to pitch some guys that command-wise just weren't ready. And while their velocity was great and their stuff was good, we found ourselves with a whole bunch of free bases, just like hit by pitches and walks. And then the defense was uninterested and they made errors. So the very first meeting we had with the pitching staff was, hey, we want all you guys to pitch, but the guys that are going to pitch are going to attack the strike zone. And it's what we've always done. Whether you attack it at 84 miles an hour or 94, I don't care, but you're going to have to attack it. And we just emphasized that. And I think we were fortunate enough to be able to practice in our little COVID bubble more than most. And we were able to develop some pitchers, and it's showing up in the spring season.
Absolutely. And you talk about here for this season, you want to get more runs on the board. You want the offense to go up a bit. How is that something? What is it? Is it hitting more? Is it getting more guys on base? Is it trying to go yard more? What is it?
You know what? It's runners in scoring position. We get to the. I mean, everybody that's played sports could probably feel it. We just try to do too much at the wrong time, and instead of just taking it as a single pitch focus or a one at bat thing, I think as each inning goes and we don't score and a guy gets in scoring position, we try to do too much. So what we're trying to do this week is remind the guys that they are good hitters, that they're capable hitters, that they put the work in and trust the preparation a little bit more so they don't press in those moments. If you'd asked me 3 months ago what the strength of the team was, I would have said offensively we're ahead of the pitching. I mean, this offense destroyed our pitching staff all fall and all winter. They just got to be reminded of that. And it's you get stuck in that, the cycle of one bad at bat leads to another one, leads to another one. And next thing you know, great hitters, who we know are great hitters, are hitting 220. And it's just because they can't, they try to go 4 for 4 every game instead of just having a quality at bat. So that's really the point of emphasis. And I do think we're winning games right now without scoring. When we start scoring, boy, I think we could really be a special team.
Yeah, absolutely. You're dominant, and coach, the season's far from over. But you've had so much success so far. How do you keep the success either at a medium line, or how do you even take it to another level for the season with it? How do you take it to another level?
Baseball is such a difficult game. I mean, we really try to get the guys' minds around just a series at a time. And we're heading to Cal State Fullerton, a perennial power in college baseball on the West Coast this weekend. And 2 years ago, we were playing a Division II game. So the excitement is still there for these guys to play at a high stage. So we just try to stay in the moment and understand the game can humble you real quickly. I mean, we were 2-4 when the season started. So now we've had a pretty good run of it, but we're getting to a point in the schedule where we're on the road a lot and we're playing quality opponents. So just trying to stay in the moment, I think, keep them grounded, not read the press clippings, so to speak, but just focus in on the work being done before the game.
Absolutely, Coach. We wish you all the best this season, and thank you so much for coming on.
No problem. Do you see what I got back here too? Look at that, Dodgers World Series champs. All these Angel fans, they won a few games this year, but right there, Dodgers everywhere, down here in the corner.
Hey, listen, you're talking to the 21-year Angel fan veteran, born and raised in the family. So it hurts a little to see those back there. Hopefully I can have one back behind me next time we meet.
Hey, the Angels are scoring some runs this year, though, so that was a good game even last night. But it's good to see baseball back, and we appreciate the time, and thanks for taking interest in our program.